What's up, crypto people? If you're new here, I'm Kevin Crates. We go over 5 charts every day. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today we're looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, QTUM, Mana, and Sol. The market is looking pretty decent today. Bitcoin hanging around 49,000, Ethereum consistently hanging around that $3,200 mark, and the rest of the market is not looking too bad today. A standout pump in the market today is definitely Tezos. If anybody picked up some Tezos after yesterday's video, let me know down in the comments. Tezos having a great day today, up around 25%. And if any of you missed yesterday's video, just make sure to check it out. Go down to the timestamps, click on XTZ, and listen to my explanation about why I am bullish on Tezos. The first 2-3 minutes wasn't even technical analysis. It was just me talking about why I am bullish on Tezos long term. I also just wanted to touch on BNB, Binance Coin, for a moment, looking very bullish, up nearly 30% this week, and I would not be surprised to see BNB continue to pump. But for that very reason, I'm extremely bullish on Cake. I mean, just look at this line chart behind me. We talked about this a little bit on this channel, but ever since July 20th, we've seen very little selling pressure in Cake's price action. And now with PancakeSwap announcing that they have an NFT marketplace in the works coming out soon, if PancakeSwap releases an NFT marketplace on Binance that is a success, in that situation, I think PancakeSwap could really take off. Even without the announcement of an NFT marketplace, I've always been very bullish on Cake. I think PancakeSwap is the best project to come out of the Binance Smart Chain. Just take a look at this headline from April 12th, 2021. PancakeSwap DEX now doing more volume than KuCoin and FTX combined. Or just go to CoinMarketCap and take a look at decentralized exchanges by rank, and what do you see? PancakeSwap #1. So in my opinion, if PancakeSwap releases an NFT marketplace, it really does have the potential to be the most successful NFT marketplace on the Binance Smart Chain. But we'll talk more about Cake in another video. Let's just dive into the charts. Let's take a look at price action and talk about what is going on today. Looking at Bitcoin's daily charts, our notes on from last time we talked about Bitcoin. Bitcoin looking very decent, and we talked about this the other day, that this red candle really was not a big deal in price action. You can see here, this candle here, let me just grab that pen tool, just closed. This new candle over here has just started, and everything is looking very decent. I mean, Bitcoin has been continuing to pump, pull back, pump, pull back, pump, pull back, pump, bit of a pullback here, and it's continuing to trend up. And that 4-hour chart still looking very strong on that uptrend, didn't even approach that moving average there. There really isn't much to say about Bitcoin's price action today. I mean, stochastic RSI nice and low on the 4-hour chart, on the 1-day chart nice and low as well. But if we jump over to that weekly chart, that is where some of my attention is still on Bitcoin. We talked about that recently with Bitcoin pushing above that baseline, and this new candle, it would be nice to see it close somewhere above around 49.3. So we have about 3 days. 4 days, really 3 days, 23 hours. So we have about 4 days until this next candle closes. And what we want to see is price action in 4 days above 49,000, somewhere around 50,000. And that would be a very bullish indication for this weekly chart. But as far as Bitcoin's current price action goes, I mean, everything looks great for the time being, in my opinion. I mean, there's really not much to worry about, especially when Bitcoin's riding that conversion line, that blue line up there. I mean, that's very bullish. As long as price action doesn't dip below this baseline, this red line down here, which it really has not even approached this entire pump, there really isn't much to get bearish about, especially when Bitcoin is just riding that conversion line and continuing to pump higher. And if we jump over to that 4-hour chart for just a moment here, I mean, as far as price action goes on this 4-hour chart, as long as it keeps bouncing off that moving average, which you didn't even really need to do there, it bounced off the Kumo cloud. But if this moving average comes up here, price action trends down and bounces off, that's really not a big deal. But as long as price action continues to stay above that moving average, which it currently is, everything looks great on the 4-hour chart, and this uptrend is still intact. So if we jump back to this daily chart, if we just talk about price targets for a moment, breakout target is still around 53,000, resistance at 50,000 on the way there, current resistance at 49.8, support around 48.9. Below that, I keep my eye on 48,000, and for the time being, crucial support level is going to be around 46.6 for Bitcoin. Looking at Ethereum's daily charts, our notes on from last time we talked about Ethereum. As far as Ethereum's price action goes, everything looks great. Stochastic RSI nice and low on the daily, nice and low on the 4-hour, and we talked about Ethereum and Bitcoin bouncing off this moving average, and we see here that Ethereum recently bounced off that moving average, nice long wicks, big green candle there, and price action is trending back up. That is showing that this uptrend for Ethereum and Bitcoin is still intact. I would like to see Ethereum show a bit more strength and get above this resistance level soon, trade above 3270. But again, even if it hangs out in this range, bounces off the Kumo cloud around 3190, or even bounces off this moving average again around 3170, it's still not a big deal. As long as price action stays above that moving average, things are still looking very bullish on the 4-hour for Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that stochastic RSI nice and low on the 4-hour chart, and the 1 day does give us some indication that price action could pump higher soon. So as far as price targets go for Ethereum, 3,500 to 4,000 are my breakout targets. 33.9 is going to be a bit of resistance on the way there. Current resistance it's got to trade above is around 3,270. Support around 3,200. Below that, I keep my eye on that moving average around 3,120. And the price target that we do not want to see Ethereum trending towards is around 3,060. Looking at QTUM's daily charts, there are notes on from last time we talked about QTUM. QTUM is a very interesting project. And the reason that we're talking about QTUM today is this here, 100 days to the halving. QTUM is having its first halving in 100 days on December 1st, 2021. QTUM halvings are based on a 4-year interval of 3,942,000 blocks. Every 4 years, the block reward drops by half and will drop by 1.0 QTUM to 0.5 QTUM on December 1st, 2021. And in my opinion, that is a very good reason to keep a very close eye on QTUM's price action. I personally bought some QTUM around $9 and I rode that to $35, sold most of my position around $33, and I'm just holding profit at this point. But I am looking to start adding back to my QTUM leading into the halving. But keep in mind the halving is still a few months away and market price action can definitely influence QTUM's price action, as you can clearly see on this chart. But for the time being, if the market is pumping, you can see here QTUM looks like it's getting ready to push up in price. Conversion line, baseline, and that lagging span is popping just out for the moment. So as far as price action goes, QTUM definitely does have potential for the time being. So as far as QTUM's price action goes, stochastic RSI nice and low on the daily. If we jump to that 4-hour chart, QTUM putting in a nice uptrend ever since July 20th. If anything, a very strong uptrend. Its first bounce off that moving average here. I would not be surprised to see QTUM trend back up to around 13.5. I would be surprised to see QTUM dip back down to around 11.7. I do think that bounce there, just like the rest of the market, just like we saw on Bitcoin and Ethereum, should trend up in price from here as long as the market continues to pump. So I really don't want to see QTUM drop too far below $12 for the time being if it is going to continue this uptrend. It does have resistance around 13.5, but I do think QTUM, as long as the market keeps pumping, could challenge that $14.9, $15 price range and push up to around $16.9, $17 from there. And again, that conversion line, baseline, and that lagging span just popping out does put QTUM at the start of a potential pump here. And that news about the halving, I mean, that's still quite a few months away. But as that news starts to circulate and more people become aware of QTUM and the halving coming up in December, I do believe we should see some more buying pressure for QTUM. So as far as price targets go for QTUM on this current pump, if it does start trading above 13.5, it means it got that bounce off that moving average on the 4-hour chart, and I would not be surprised to see QTUM push up to around $15, and in that scenario, my breakout target is around $17 or above. The crucial support level for the time being is going to be around $11.7, $12 for QTUM. Looking at Mana's daily charts, there are notes on from last time we talked about Mana. Mana looking very bullish in my opinion. If it can break that $1 resistance level, Mana's got the potential for a breakout. And Mana's 4-hour chart is very interesting. July 20th is when the market started to pump, but you can see here Mana's pump as of July 20th, very sideways, starting to pick up a bit of momentum, getting low faster. I wouldn't be surprised to see one more pullback, but Mana does have the potential to pump in price. So as far as price targets go for Mana, let's jump back to that 1-day chart. If it can break that $1 resistance level, I'm looking for a breakout to 108, possibly even 120. Looking for a pullback to around 91 cents, and it could pull back to around 83 cents, 85 cents as well, but the crucial support level for Mana is going to be around 78 cents. Looking at Solana's daily charts, her notes on from last time we talked about Solana. Solana, in my opinion, still looking very bullish. I mean, stochastic RSI nice and low. RSI had some time to cool off because, again, keep in mind how aggressive of a move up in price this was, but Solana continuing to show bullish pressure. And if we jump to that 4-hour chart, stochastic RSI nice and low on the 4-hour. Price action maintaining bullish pressure. Bit of a dip down in price here when it entered the Kumo cloud, and the market did have a bit of an aggressive pullback here. Solana trading around $66, but again putting in that strong green candle and trending back up in price. And if you zoom in here, you can see it got above the conversion line. It's pushing above the baseline, and what we need to see now is Solana pop out of the Kumo cloud around 73.2, show strength and get back above this resistance level of around $74. And in my opinion, Solana does have the potential to push back to all-time highs. So as far as price targets go, 74, we want to see it trading above there with strength. That next level is going to be around 77. If it can get above there, I would not be surprised to see Solana challenge its all-time high and possibly even set new all-time highs. As far as pullbacks go, strong support around 70, possible pullback to around 67, and that crucial support level is going to be right along this moving average around $63 for Solana. All right, crypto people, that's all I got to say today. If you enjoy this content, maybe drop a like, leave a comment. I appreciate you guys. I'm out.